What was your I need to get out of here ASAP moment? Which celebrity do you think is most likely to have a huge framed picture of themselves in their living room? What secret could ruin your life if it got out? To pass my high school graduation writing exam, I just wrote the story to Gears of War because I didn't study or prepare beforehand. I'm mixed up in the fast food game. Sometimes I tell the homeless people around the corner what time we throw out the expired burgers, so they can grab them from the trash. It's explicitly banned in our code of ethics that we sign when we start. Imagine how many people are typing their secrets just to completely erase on the last sentence and not post at all. Whoever reads these secrets out on TikTok, please be good at the game you're playing underneath. Yeah, you hear that, people watching on the EmKay TikTok channel? I know you're here. I know you are. I don't know what's below. It's probably like Spider-Man or maybe even Temple Run, but we're doing it right. Unlike some of these other guys with their NPC gameplay. We're the real deal, all right? That's us. I don't have any secrets. I get drunk and tell anyone anything. Not a secret, but if a list of every intrusive thought I've ever had comes out, I'm screwed. You and everyone else. I used to masturbate in the school bathroom when I was in 8th grade. I'm not talking to you without my lawyer present. You aren't a lawyer. No present for you. Seems like this guy better call Saul. Can we play the theme where it goes or is that copyright? Yeah, you know what I mean. I skipped my brother's wedding. Told him I had strep throat. I just hated his now wife. He probably knows. He knows for sure. Poetry. What fact are you just tired of explaining to people? Nothing's wrong. It's just my face. Oh, but you look tired. Is something wrong? No! I just look like that. I can't help it. If I'm working at night, I need to sleep during some portion of the day. I didn't think that would be a complicated thing to understand. I'm a male and a nurse. No, I don't want to be a doctor. No, I'm not going to school to be a doctor. And no, I don't feel like less of a man because I'm a nurse and not a doctor. And stop calling me doc and doctor. I've told you 5 times I'm your nurse. And my badge says nurse in big letters. Everything is made of chemicals. Not everything natural is good and not everything man-made is bad. Software developers are not computer technicians. That we're short-staffed and you are just gonna have to wait. Look, if you don't like the wait time, go somewhere else, man. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes there's gonna be a 60 or 90 minute wait. Is it unfortunate for you? Yeah, go somewhere else if you don't want to wait. That many Chinese people have my surname, but we're not all related to Jackie Chan. Just like how not every person with Johnson as their surname is related to Boris Johnson. I'm a programmer. I write programs. I don't know why your computer won't turn on. That feelings you have about your thoughts are still feelings and can make or destroy you equally to feelings about non-imaginary situations. I'm tired, and I don't know why I'm tired. What's an obvious sign someone's American? An Italian told me that Americans walk confidently in the wrong direction. Hey, how are ya? Do I say that? Am I like that? Oh boy. They want ice in their water. Why would you not want your water to be colder? I like my water cold. Incredibly loud, but incredibly friendly. I worked as a cashier in a touristic place in Paris. I always recognized Americans because they were kind of friendly to me and they always left tips. As a cashier? What? Okay. They smile at strangers. Not me. I can't make eye contact because it makes me nervous. In my homestay in London, I was told that I was so American for enjoying a piece of cake for breakfast. Not frosted cake, but like a nuts and dried fruit spiced coffee cake kind of thing. Apparently, that's exclusive for like a 4 p.m. snack, and breakfast is more of a savory meal. Yeah, I get it. I definitely would rather have, eggs and some meat, maybe some potatoes. But, I mean, nothing's wrong with having, like, coffee cake. I don't think that's anything wrong at all. From what I've been told by my European friends and travelers, our complete and utter lack of an indoor voice. You see, I tend to keep my voice down everywhere I go because I don't want to be noticed by anybody. Too much pressure. The accent usually gives it away. What are y'all supposing that means? What do we need to stop teaching children? Kids learn by watching us. Whatever we want kids to do, or not do, starts with grown-ups addressing our own hang-ups. Full stop. That play ends when you reach adulthood. Play is important, even when we're grown. The failure is something to be ashamed of and to avoid at all costs. We all fail sometimes, and we need to be able to accept that you need talent to be good at something. No, man, it's just hard work and skill. Build up that experience, man. You don't need talent. That you need to be friends with everyone. I'm still trying to learn that. I have such a hard time trying to be friends with every single person I come across. You are perfect. No, you're not. It's important to know your weaknesses and focus on your strengths. They are being mean to you because they like you. That while they're special, special, they are not any more special than anyone else. Breakfast cereal is healthy. I've been doing my best to not eat breakfast cereal at all. I either have like an egg or like a bagel or nothing. Who should be in prison 100%, but they aren't because they're rich? Who was that affluenza kid who was underage drinking, drunk driving, and ran over and killed like 5 people, and then claimed he was too rich to know right from wrong and actually got off the hook with that defense? Ethan Couch is his name, apparently. I don't know how I never heard of this. The clients of Epstein and Maxwell. How you can have those two on the hook and no other people have been convicted? It's gonna happen soon, man. It's all gonna come out. Imelda Marcos. Believe it or not, she's 92 and hasn't spent a day in jail in spite of being convicted and sentenced. If the shoes fit, no one from the 2008 financial crisis went to jail. They frickin' should have. Instead, most got government bailouts and still got bonuses. Prince Andrew. Or more specifically, he's not in prison because his mama was rich. List of Epstein Island visitors. We're gonna need a bigger prison. Turn the island into the prison. They tried turning an island into a prison 200 years ago, and Australia is the result. Yeah, I'm sure Epstein's Island is probably just a little bit smaller than Australia. Ezra Miller. Chris Brown. Crazy how he got no jail time. It's insane. OJ literally wrote a book titled If I Did It, and the if is in super tiny letters. It was actually the Goldman family that chose the cover with the if in tiny letters because they won control of the publishing rights due to their civil wrongful death judgment. It was a brilliant move by them. What is complete bullcrap? Resort fee and all the other BS fees hotels hit you with. Yeah. So my mom and sister went to New York recently, and they were looking at their hotels before they left, and all of them had destination fees. You want to pay an extra fee because you're going to New York City? Get a job, you deadbeats. Service fees for online purchases. Having to clean the Airbnb top to bottom whilst paying a $300 cleaning fee. Uber Eats charging a service fee and a delivery fee. I'm sorry, wasn't the service the delivery? Note the prices are probably jacked up on each item above and the store's actual menu price too. The blister packs around scissors that require scissors to open. I never understood this. Like, you want me to cut my hands one more time? Huh? I got band-aids. YouTube hiding the dislikes. Uploading a resume and then having to manually enter all of the info again. Digital version costing the same as physical. I think this is actually a great point. I think at least the digital version should be at the very minimum $5 less, if not closer to $15. Scientology. What celebrity can you simply not stand, even if everyone else likes them? Anne Hathaway. She's objectively unattractive and a terrible actress. Do you dislike Anne Hathaway because she's unattractive? Seems kind of messed up at you. Robin Williams. Gotta search by controversial for the gems. I'm 100% in agreement here. This guy was a straight up joke thief. Jeez, I'm so sorry you don't like him. Robert Downey Jr. is starting to make a very obvious pattern of exclusively sticking his neck out for crappy straight white men, and I'm not the wokest of them. Barely neutral on Johnny Depp and Amber issue, for example. But it has really started to give me the ick how obvious it is. Plus everything some of his coworkers that did not fit the bill of straight white male have dealt with, and he never had anything to say. Stephen Colbert. He's not funny. He's never been funny, and he'll never be funny. That's what I'm saying. When unfunny comedians want to be successful, they become late night talk show hosts. I'm talking Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, the other guy. I think the only exception is Conan, but all the Jimmys, Fallon, Kimmel, the other guy, oh god, there's too many of them to even remember. They all suck, especially the one that was in Cats. I don't remember his name. I try to keep him away from my brain. Aubrey Plaza. Nick Cage is a talentless hack. You. This is the worst of them. That's not true at all. Nick Cage is actually so good. Have you guys seen Willy's Wonderland? Ryan Gosling. I'm gonna get some heat for this, but Jack Black. How? How? I don't get it. Whatever. Emma Stone. She moves her mouth like she's wearing a retainer, and I just can't stand it. Also, Tom Cruise. His teeth are off center. What are some things the USA does right? National parks. The Roosevelt administration realized what a treasure of diverse geography we have in the USA and claimed these beautiful area national parks. Truly a treasure. If national parks were proposed today, the idea would be shot down before it could even get off the ground. Preservation of large areas of wilderness while still making it very accessible for almost anyone to use and enjoy. Long hiking trails and wilderness areas. The public libraries. They're amazing. NASA allows people to openly criticize a sitting US president without fear of death or imprisonment. Free refills and free toilets. They actually complement each other. There's no free toilets in other countries? You can't, there's no like public restrooms where you just go in and then leave? What? How am I just finding out about this? Disability access. For the most part. I've heard some horror stories though. Brisket. TV and music. As a European, 99% of the music and TV I watch was made in America. What is the most taboo thing that you've done? Tried to start a conversation with strangers sitting next to me on the plane. What's wrong with you? Dang, I've had a boring life. I removed the tags from a pillow. I don't know how you sleep at night. They sleep at night with the tags off the pillow. Didn't you read it, dummy? Pranked a local bar with a cousins only night today sign at the entrance down in Alabama. Swam right after eating. I turned on the interior light in the dark while my dad was driving. And you lived to tell the tale? Holy moly, I gotta know you. I gotta find out who you are, what you're made of. I made a donation to Wikipedia. Everyone should be making donations to Wikipedia. Removing USB thumb drive without ejecting. Straight to jail. That's what I'm saying. Get this guy out of here. I ate at a restaurant but didn't post pictures of my food on social media. People who like Andrew Tate. Why? 90% of these comments are going to be from people who don't like or aren't followers of Andrew Tate. Edit. 99.99%. Edit. 99.99 repeating percent. This seems like a sort by controversial kind of situation. Cause woman bad. Don't take this comment seriously. I'm staunchly against Tate. Lazy and entitled people like being told that being lazy and entitled is the moral and righteous way to live, and that this makes them superior to empathetic and industrious people, i.e., I'm too smart for books, but I'll buy Andrew Tate's book and take his class. All the beta narcissists look up to the alpha narcissist. He feeds their delusional view of self and women. Just saying, a lot of bad people make good points about stuff. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. Entertaining to watch. Is entertainment a good replacement for all of the bad that he does? Like, does that like even out? Does it cancel out? Think about that, man. Come on. There's much more entertaining stuff out there that doesn't result in alleged sex trafficking. Who is one woman you would consider a 10 out of 10? She goes to a different school. You wouldn't know her. That one girl I saw at the airport in Florida last year that I'll never see again. Stacy's mom. You know, she's got it going on, actually. Your mom, respectfully. Your mom, disrespectfully. My crush at work. Guys, don't bone your coworkers, all right? Come on, don't do it. Not worth it. Audrey Hepburn. Young and old, she was extremely beautiful. Salma Hayek in Dusk Till Dawn. Pre-vampire, though. That guy's dead wife. I love how we all know who he's talking about. What is something that offends a lot of people, but you don't mind? I adopted 4 kids. People ask me tons of questions, including questions that people consider insensitive, like, are they related? Where are their real parents? One person even asked if it was me or my wife that was infertile. I don't mind these questions at all and enjoy helping people understand adoption better. Not being invited to friends or even family members' events, especially weddings. It is what it is, and I don't expect an explanation. Have fun and take lots of pictures. We're good. This is what I'm saying. You know, recently a family member of mine has been seeing a new partner, and if they decide to get married and they don't invite me, I get it. You know, we don't talk very much. They're on the other side of the country. It happens. I don't mind people asking me where I'm really from. I like telling people about my grandparents' stories who were refugees. I'm very proud of that background. My grandpa carried his wounded friend on his back whilst he was fleeing war and crossing borders. My grandma had golden coins sewn onto the inside of her dress when she escaped, the only valuable she could carry to rebuild her life. She saw her father drown, falling off the boat they escaped on. Stories help people understand, but I do also understand why others might find these questions offensive. Getting hit on by a gay man. I'm a straight man. I don't know why that bothers so many straight men. Like, sorry man, you're gonna be disappointed when you found out I'm not gay, but I'm still super flattered that you think I'm attractive. You know? I get this. Once when I was at Target, had a gay man approach me and asked me out on a date, and I was like, hey man, I don't swing that way, I'm sorry. But thank you though, I appreciate that. That was years ago, but you know, I still remember it sometimes. It was nice. It was a nice gesture. It's just not, not my cup of tea. Swearing. Being asked if I'm pregnant. Nah, I'm just fat. When I tell people I need space to recoup and collect myself, I just don't understand what they don't get about that. It's nothing personal. I'm naturally an introvert. Dude, it can be gender neutral language. Same with guys. What's the female version of small energy? I thought we already decided on this. I thought it was small energy. Is that not correct? I'm not a bitch. I'm just brutally honest. Girls who act stupid when guys are around, try to embarrass you or start making fun of you, etc. I'm crazy and I know it. It's not cute. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Energy. Upcoming Instagram celebrity. Not like other girls' energy. I hate drama, but homeowner association energy. If I started seeing a girl and found out that she was on the HOA, any HOA, I'd walk out of the date. I'd be like, hey, you are the worst kind of person. The only thing that can make you worse of a person is if you were actually like a bigot of sorts. So I'm out. Bye. 6 feet or taller and must own his own home. I have one of those things. I'm 6'3", but I do live in my parents' basement at 24 years old. So do with that as you will. Fake energy. What is one thing you are 100% sure you're never gonna do in life? Give my money to Logan Paul. Buy a girl farts in a jar from OnlyFans. Edit. Again. What do you mean again? Go to NYC to watch the ball drop. Absolutely miserable experience by all accounts. If I wanted to witness balls dropping, I would think back to when I hit puberty. But not going to NYC for it, buddy. Play in the Super Bowl. You could end up a background dancer for one of the halftime show performers. I don't know. Be 100% sure. Climb Mount Everest. I've often reminded folks that Everest is lined with the corpses of folks who started with a positive attitude. Cave diving. You could not pay me enough money because I'm not coming out of that cave. I will die. I will perish. Become a plumber. Not cracked up for it, eh? If you don't become a plumber, how are you going to become Mario? Make love to a spider. r/oddly specific. Drop in on a half pipe ever again. It was fun when I was younger. I look at it now and don't get how I ever had the balls. We are the same, except I'm actually going to try next week. Gotta show my kids and their silly scooters how it's done. Yes, I bought a helmet. Skate or die, my man. You know the rules. Sleep standing. Already done it. My mom has a picture of me as a toddler with my head on a chair fast asleep. Turn into a butterfly. Not with that attitude you won't, bloody millennials. How are you gonna have enough time and resources to form a cocoon if you buy avocado toast all the time? Maybe stop buying Starbucks every day and you'll be able to make a cocoon. What are things that will die out or become significantly less popular when the baby boomer generation's no longer around? Hopefully it'll become unprofitable to make spam calls once there aren't enough people willing to answer random phone numbers. Not allowing cashiers to sit. Bad Minions memes. Hooters, apparently. Cable TV and landline phones. I hate my spouse humor. Get a goddamn divorce, you miserable fricks. Writing a check in the grocery store or writing checks, period. I can't believe in my town we have to pay our property taxes by check, all because of the dinosaur who works there and the mayor who is also a boomer. I'm old and I haven't read a newspaper in 10 years. Only good for covering compost. Voicemail. I saw a comic with someone's daughter recording their voicemail message. You've reached so-and-so, now please just text me. Jokes about boomers. Retirement. Enjoy working until you die. What is something blatantly unhealthy that society refuses to accept as unhealthy? Lack of sleep. Sleep is not for the weak. It's an essential part of your health and can impact other lives. Driving tired, etc. Lack of work-life balance. Bragging about how little sleep or how little food you've eaten while at work. Social media's influence on the polarization of perspectives and not just in very visible political contexts. Social media. Same dopamine effect as excessive gambling, yet we allow kids to use it without limitations. Filtering the fork out of your every single picture of yourself to the point you don't look like the real you and people are encouraging this. That's just sweeping body image issues under the rug and promoting them. Sitting. Being sedentary has done me no end of harm. Jesus, I can't believe how far I've had to go for this. I have a call center job that I do from home. I just sit way too much. Juice products, which are just sugar water. TikTok challenges. I wonder how many comments mentioning social media think Reddit isn't social media. Who is the most overrated singer? J-Lo. She's not even a singer. I don't know how she even has a musical career. No musical talent, whatever. In the 80s, I thought Madonna was great, and I still love her early music. I went to see her in concert, and she was terrible. I think she's very overrated. Madonna is a perfect marketing product, and she's partly responsible for that herself. She has never been a good singer, but sang well-produced tunes from A-list producers. She's been overdue for retirement for over a decade, and I hope she does before the amount of cosmetic surgery she undergoes turns her into a female Mickey Rourke. She's close. Everyone on TikTok trying to sing. That's right, guys. Keep it in your car without your phone pointing at you. Drake. As someone who can't sing, I'd be so happy if I could sing like people mentioned in this post. Camila Cabello. She has great range, but her voice is not indicative of healthy vocal practices. I'll be home for Quizmice. I cannot believe that they let Quizmice fly for the actual song. That dude from Maroon 5 can't stand his voice, just like the guy from Maroon 5 can't stand his own wife. He cheated on her. Demi Lovato. She has her moments of talent, but I think she confuses power with just high-pitched screaming in a lot of her songs. Yeah, the only Demi Lovato song I've actually liked is Heart Attack, but all the other ones, not so much. Beyonce. She does have a good voice, but her music is boring and unoriginal. I don't understand the near universal adoration she inspires. This is just actually not true. true. Beyonce is one of the best musical artists we have ever had in the history of the world. Her actual vocal range and precision is unbelievably good, and she's a pop artist, so of course the music is going to be not quite out there. It's pop. It's pop. What do you expect? Katy Perry couldn't hold a note in a bucket without auto-tune. What is the dumbest thing you've seen someone spend their money on? My wife is in a lot of mom groups on Facebook. The amount of people who beg for help for their poor babies who won't get any Christmas presents and birthday gifts, who also show off brand new giant tattoos, is amazing. She shows me every time she finds one of these people, and it happens all the time. Usually multiple recent photos of them out drinking and partying as well. So yeah, there's a lot of people out there who blow big money in tattoos and partying instead of setting aside a little bit of money for their kids. An alarm clock coffee machine. It was me. I would love to know how that works. I feel like I get it, but you know. My neighbor once spent all of their money on a private fireworks show, then had to hide their cars from the repo man for months. Edit, no longer neighbors. How do you have a private fireworks show? I bought a cassette tape 2 weeks ago. I don't even have a way to play cassettes, but I still bought it. Controversial, but seeing people burn thousands and thousands of dollars on VTubers and streamers is astounding to me. I have a lot of friends who are streamers. I used to be a streamer myself. I don't stream anymore, but I don't donate to random streamers. I will only like gift subs to my friend streamers, and you know, I like to make their days. I think I spent last year, I think it was a total, I want to say like $500 probably on subs for people. I mean, not all at once, obviously, spread out throughout a year. So, you know, I get it, but not to the point of some people. I spent money on the app Pocket Frogs, about $20. It was to get better frogs. My mom has spent thousands on crystals and stones. She continues to, and gives them as gifts. I have no idea what the frick to do with them, so I put them in my plant pots. Then she gets upset for some reason. Send help, please. How old's your mom? 29? Jesus, your mom's a crystal girl? Maybe the cotton candy machine I'm about to go buy. Can you make me some? Buying into an MLM so they could be their own boss. Those $200 Reddit awards. Aha, I see what you did. You got some of them. Twitter blue checkmark. Alternatively, buying Twitter. My parents spent a lot of money on me. What was your I need to get out of here ASAP moment? I unknowingly walked up next to a mountain lion one morning on a hike, and I've never felt true fear till that moment. I used to be a part of a rapidly growing cult. I knew I needed to leave when they started convincing teenagers to recruit kids at their high schools. My friends had a friend in high school we called the Dad. If he ever felt uncomfortable at a party and wanted to leave, we would follow. He had the best instincts and saved us from the police, random fights, and other foul drama many a time. When a job interview just turns out to be an MLM recruiting event. Major diarrhea at the airport and the toilet wouldn't flush. I was on a date with a girl and we were talking about hobbies, and I told her that I like to read fiction, and she said that if I stayed with her, she could help me fix that and mature beyond being able to like things that aren't real. What? Guys, is it okay to like fiction? I would walk out on that date so fast. Went on a date and the guy started snapping his fingers at the waitstaff in the most obnoxious manner. Ew. Left right on the spot. When I realized that someone I loved and trusted had stripped the wires on my oven and tampered with my smoke alarms. Oh, they're trying to kill you, dude. Oh my lord. Company Christmas party. I was asked a work question and realized by the time I started talking, I couldn't even remember the question. I was so drunk. Snuck out like a fox. Walked into a house party and there was a giant swastika flag on the wall above the fireplace. Which attractive celebrity isn't really all that attractive in your opinion? Oh, so we're just calling people ugly now, huh? All right. Okay, sure. John Cena. I don't see it. I don't see what you did there. Blake Shelton named People's Sexy Man of the Year. Kylie Jenner. Chrissy Teigen. I remember reading someone describe her face as the pretty girl from high school who's had an allergic reaction to something. Jared Leto. Pete Davidson. I just don't see it. Yuck. Gwyneth Paltrow. Channing Tatum. Paris Hilton. Guys, I'm sure there's a bunch of different things that we could dog on these people for other than their looks. I'm sure they all have something else that we can make useful time for. I just don't understand having to call people ugly. It's just weird. Which celebrity do you think is most likely to have a huge framed picture of themselves in their living room? Mariah Carey, DJ Khaled, Charlie Sheen, and he probably gets into regular fistfights with it. Jason Derulo, Gene Simmons, Tom Cruise, and I mean like every room. Lol. Literally the first person I thought of. Simon Cowell. I wonder which face it's wearing. 2000s Cowell or 2020s Cowell? Jack Black, but ironically. In a haha funny way, like probably pictures of him in clown makeup or something like that. Kevin Hart, but he also realizes how ridiculous it is at the same time. Fortunately, his wallet's sized, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. Andrew Tate. OP asked for celebrities, not trash. Yeah, and Tate can't even be recycled. That's it for today's video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.